Hello, little dreamers, and welcome to another magical tale. Tonight, we're visiting the quiet town of Willow Creek, where a very special house stands at the end of a long, winding lane. They call it the Moonlight House, and for 100 years, no one has dared to step inside. But every Halloween night, something strange happens. The windows begin to glow with a soft, silvery blue light, and the sweet sound of piano music drifts through the cool autumn air. It's a mystery that has puzzled the town for generations. This Halloween, as the moon climbed high into the sky, 3 brave friends decided they had to know the truth. There was Lily, who was always ready for an adventure. Max, who brought a bag full of his favorite candy for courage. And Oliver, who carried the biggest flashlight he could find. As the town clock began to chime 12 times for midnight, they took a deep breath, pushed open the heavy oak door, and stepped into the unknown. The door creaked shut behind them, and their adventure in the Moonlight House began. Inside, they gasped. It wasn't dark or spooky at all. The house was filled with a magical warmth. One by one, candles on the walls flickered to life all by themselves. The dusty portraits hanging in the grand hallway seemed to smile down at them, their painted eyes twinkling. And then, from the far end of the room, a beautiful melody started to play on a grand piano, even though no one was sitting there. The children looked at each other, their fear turning into wonder. Suddenly, a shimmering, see-through figure appeared in the middle of the room. It was a young girl in a beautiful, glowing dress, and her smile was kind and a little sad. "I've been waiting," she said, her voice as soft as a whisper. "Every Halloween, I open my home, hoping someone will finally come and dance with me again." The friends weren't scared anymore, just curious. They crept closer as the girl told them her story. Her name was Evelyn, and she was the daughter of a famous musician who had built this house long, long ago, on a stormy Halloween night, 100 years before. A terrible blizzard had trapped her inside, and her spirit had been bound to the house ever since. She could only appear on this one night of the year, when the magical Halloween moonlight touched the windows of her home. Instead of running away, brave Lily took a step forward and reached out her hand. "Then let's dance," she whispered gently. Evelyn's eyes lit up with joy. Lily, Max, and Oliver joined hands with Evelyn, and as they began to twirl and spin through the dusty ballroom, the entire house came alive. The candlelight grew brighter, sparkling like 1,000 stars. The piano music swelled, filling every corner with a happy, warm tune. For the first time in a century, the halls of the Moonlight House echoed with laughter. They danced and danced until the first rays of the morning sun peeked over the horizon. As the music played its final, gentle note, Evelyn smiled, the saddest and happiest smile they had ever seen. She began to fade like a morning mist. "Thank you," she whispered. "You've set me free." When Lily, Max, and Oliver looked around, the magic was gone. The house was dark, quiet, and empty once more. They stepped outside into the bright morning sun and turned to look back at the old house one last time. But something was different. There, freshly carved into the wooden front door, were the words, "The Moonlight House will always remember." From that day on, the house was no longer feared. Every Halloween, the children of Willow Creek would leave flowers and candles on the porch as a sign of friendship. And sometimes, if you listen very, very closely on a clear Halloween night, you can still hear the faint, beautiful sound of piano music drifting on the moonlight. Thank you for joining our magical story time. If you enjoyed our adventure to the Moonlight House, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more enchanting tales. Sweet dreams.